Okay, calling the meeting to order. And the first thing on the list is to go over the minutes. Everybody have time for you to look at it?
Yes.
Yep.
Anybody want to make a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Very good. Can I just go as if they're here?
They might be online. Glenn, is there anyone online? Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah.
He's online.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he's with us online.
Okay, welcome to the people online. So we have a variance request by Michael Wayne Kennedy and Pamela Yeaman Kennedy of 3300 Woodbrook Lane, Glen Allen, Virginia 23059. They request a variance from Part 1 zoning ordinance, Article 5-3 setback regulations of the Lancaster County, Virginia Land Development Code from the setback distance requirements of 75 feet from the center line from any street or road right of way. Owner requests a 42-foot setback distance from the center line of Cortona Drive in order to construct an 18-foot by 30-foot metal carport on their property known as 33 Lanson West, Lancaster, Virginia 22503, located on Virginia State Highway 1070, Cortona Drive, tax map numbers 20D-2-606 and 20D-2-607 in District 1. I shall hand it to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The subject parcels are part of the Caratoma by the Bay subdivision. We've done several in this subdivision before. As you are aware that this subdivision was created prior to the zoning ordinance. Lots in there are generally pretty small, and a lot of people need two or more lots to, usually use two or more lots to build on their property. However, there have been other variances that we have granted in this subdivision. More recently, the board granted the following variances. We did one in June of 2025 for Riva Properties LLC, and that was for a side yard setback to construct a single-family residence, and that was on a single lot. And the other one more recently was Frederick Butler in January of this year, that was allowing encroachment into the front or road setback for the construction of a single-family residence, also on a single lot. The Kennedy property consists of original lots 606 and 607. The property is located on a corner and is also subject to the corner setback provisions as identified in Article 5-7, which I think I included that as part of your memo packet. As such, Caratoman Drive is considered the front, which is subject to the 75-foot setback from the center line of the right-of-way for all structures. And Lansing West is considered the side, which is subject to a 35-foot side yard setback for all structures. A single-family residence and shed have been recently constructed, which were separately permitted with documentation demonstrating that the structures met the applicable setbacks. Because of the lot size, its corner location, location of the septic system and drain field, and required setback space is limited, and improvements must largely be clustered close to the rear and southern sides of the property. While it might be possible to locate the carport in these locations, the applicant believes it would put the carport too close to the house, which is not ideal for the ease of use, nor is it desirable from an appearance perspective. Therefore, the applicant is requesting a variance for a 33-foot encroachment into the front setback requirement. Included as part of your memo was the original house site plan, a sketch of the improvements, and the proposed location of the carport, which was provided by the applicant, and some site pictures that I took myself. This issue has been advertised and adjoining property owners notified as required by law. To date, there have been no public comments received regarding this variance request. Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions.
And no neighbor information.
No?
Any questions?
Just for clarity, on Exhibit 3, site pictures, carport location, those circles, is that where the carport is intended to be
That's correct. Yeah, so the applicant put stakes, which you can't quite see in that picture, that
okay.
show exactly where the four corners of that carport are going to be, or are intended to be.
And that's also the existing driveway?
That is an existing driveway. So, it's a little strange because he's on a corner. So for him, the front is Land's End and there's a driveway there. But then on Caratoman Drive, that is for him the side/back. And so he had installed this driveway here in part because there's also a shed that it links to at the back there. And then now he wants to put a carport kind of in front of that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right, shall we open the public portion? Anybody online that would like to say anything? No? Okay.
This is Frank County or Michael County. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure you could hear me in case I had to answer any questions. Thank you.
So at this point, if you want to state your name and just let us know what you're asking for, you could do that. You don't have to say anything.
Yeah, I'm sure Michael Kennedy, and I think as Andrea laid out, she covered basically anything that I would cover on it. Just the location of the lot and the corner lot makes it challenging to get a carport in there and keep it aesthetically pleasing and not have it right on top of the house, given the location of the drain field, septic tanks, distribution box and the like. So this looked like, to me, the best place from an aesthetics and usability point of view. So, thank you.
Okay. You guys have any questions from that?
I do. Mr. Kennedy, is there a reason why you can't back it up closer to the shed and stay on the driveway? Like, if you look at Exhibit
Yeah,
3,
Yes, I tried that. To get in that width, I'd really like it wider, but that's about as wide as I can go, 18 feet. I get stuck between on one of the drawings, I don't know what they're numbered, but it's the schematic I drew. You get stuck between the septic tank distribution box and my back line. I can't meet the 5-foot setback from my back line. Well, I guess it would technically be a sideline. Sorry, I'm on a corner lot, so I guess that's a sideline technically. There's a distribution box there that you can't drive over or put anything on top of for my septic tank. It's shown as a little gray box on there.
okay.
Yeah, ideally, that's what I would like to do. I would like to have it back closer to where the shed is, but that distribution box precludes me from doing that without driving over the distribution box.
Okay. No questions from you?
Any questions down here?
No.
All right, so we'll close the public hearing. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. I mean, to me, it feels like we know this community was developed before we had the zoning laws in place, and we've sort of set a precedent that, within reason and a fair hardship, we're going to grant the request. So, do you guys have any discussion?
I do not. I'll make a motion to approve.
I second it.
Yep. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. The request has been granted. Do I need to close that, or just move on?
Just move on.
Report on planning commission. We don't have one.
Yes, Steve is out of town, so we will.
I'll update you real quick. We had 5 public hearings at the last planning commission. Most of them were procedural, and on the horizon, we're going to have some more votes based on changes that were made to the state code. Specifically, we're going to be looking at a change to solar, including some of the things we just changed in the solar code. So I think we're going to have to change some of that. There'll be some changes regarding manufactured homes in various zones. And recently, I've started to receive complaints about fencing and types of fencing that are allowed specifically inside the RPA on the waterfront. So I'm looking into possibly updating our code regarding fencing. So we might need to make some changes there, but that's what we have on tap for planning commission.
Okay, thank you for that. Looks like we have an appointment.
Yes, so Mr. Davis has resigned officially from the BZA, and in his place, Mr. Bryan has been placed permanently in his spot on the BZA. So now, so congratulations.
Thank you. Congratulations.
And so we have, Mr. Farrell is our alternate, now we have a vacancy as an alternate
Okay.
right now. So.
Who handles filling the vacancy?
Well, it's if somebody just presents an interest, if anyone knows of anybody that is interested. Sometimes the Board of Supervisors may have somebody that, within their particular district. Now, the BZA is not, the members aren't specifically required per district, like the Board of Supervisors, but I think the board has made their preference that they would like for one person from each district to be represented on the BZA. So in this case, we're primarily looking for somebody in District 3, but that's not a hard and fast rule by any means, but that is ideally what we would like.
Okay. Well, now you're permanent.
All right.
Thank you.
So that's it?
Yes, that is it for me, at
Okay,
least.
do the hammer more time?
If you wish.
If you wish.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.